Our founding fathers gave us a vision. It was a vision of freedom. It was a vision of faith. It was a vision that created the greatest free land that the world has ever seen. I don't think I have to tell this audience that we are on the precipice of seeing this great vision dimmed. We are seeing this great experiment in liberty come to an end. As I've traveled and spoken, and as I've read my copious emails and letters from all across America, as people read my columns, hear me on the radio, etc., I have found the sentiment repeated over and over and over again. Chuck, America's in trouble. Chuck, what can we do? I remember when I first started writing my columns several years ago, the responses that I got were about 75% negative and 25% positive. And the 75% that were negative were vehemently negative. Now then, many years later, I'm still saying the same things I said back then, but now the response is about 75% positive and 25% negative. And the 25% negative are mostly nice about it. Which means, even though they still disagree, they're not sure that they disagree. They just think they disagree. What's happened? It's the same message. It's the same spokesman. What's happened? What's different? What's happened is 8 years of the Bush administration has brought the American people into the awareness that something is desperately, drastically, horrendously wrong in these United States of America. That the two major parties have largely been walking in lockstep. And as Pat Buchanan so correctly said many years ago, we don't have two parties in Washington. We only have one party. Actually, they're two wings of the same bird of prey. And that's what we've had for too long. And people are beginning to realize that. Many of them are not sure where to turn. They're not sure exactly who has the message, but they're open. They're listening. Ron Paul tapped in to, I think, a great chasm, a chasm of uncertainty, a chasm of question, a chasm where people are wondering exactly what is the status quo, and is the status quo worthy of our support, and who can we trust, and who can we believe? I personally believe that there is a growing sentiment in these United States of America that there must be a change to the dominant two parties in these United States of America. And I'm personally convinced that as we get our message out, and as you help us propel this message into the heartland of America, I believe that we are going to find a ready audience for our message. And I believe that we're going to find Republicans and Democrats and independents and those who are not sure what they are, that are going to hear the message, and they're going to like the message, and they're going to gravitate to the message because it's the message of freedom, it's the message of hope, it's the message of the future for America. And I believe with all of my heart that in God's providential wisdom, He has given to the Constitution Party an opportunity in 2008 to reach the masses of America with the message of freedom unlike we've ever had in the past. And I believe also with all my heart that in the providence of God, we can see God do through our party and for our party what has never been done in the past. And who knows in the sovereignty of God what God will choose to do with our efforts in 2008. And I love what John Quincy Adams, and I'll leave you with this, my friends. I believe with all of my heart, as John Quincy Adams said, duty is ours, results are God's. If we will do our duty, God can and will perform a miracle. Let's trust Him for it. And let's go into the future hopeful, optimistic, and positive, not negative, not uncertain. Let's go into the future and presenting to the American people the hope that freedom, the message of freedom, can bring into their hearts. And I look forward to bringing that message along with you. And again, from the bottom of my heart, I don't believe I'm worthy of this. I feel inadequate. I'm humbled beyond belief that you would place this kind of confidence in me. I will do my best to not disappoint you. I'll do my best to represent the principles of our party and the convictions that we all share in the way that you would be proud and thankful for. And I trust that together, God will help us to bring a revolution to America that will bring freedom and independence and peace and prosperity to our children and to our grandchildren. God bless you. May God bless our party. May God bless our country. Thank you very much.